Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. This action figure came out in 2020, and this particular action figure was very hard to find, so I had to order this through an online store in 2020, and I've had this for a while. And now I'm getting around to opening it up. So here it is in a nice window package where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. I only buy action figures in window packages so I can see what I'm getting before I actually buy it. Here's a nice picture on the side of the package, and this wraps around to this side here. So a very nice packaging design there. Here's the top of the box. Here is the bottom with some manufacturing information there. Here's this side of the box that has a nice picture here. And here is the back that has a picture of the action figure in a pose and some more manufacturing information down here. And what's odd is that there's no cross-sell showing the other action figures in this wave. This is part of the fourth wave of Power Rangers Lightning Collection action figures. So I will open this up and review the action figure itself in just a moment. Here are the accessories we get with the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. Here we have the human head. This looks like, I think this looks like the actress that played the Yellow Ranger, Trini, in the show. So I think they did a very nice job on this, and nice job on the hair. And it should fit on the peg of the neck, so I like that. We also get a blaster, nicely sculpted and painted, so they put some work into the details of this, so looks nice. And we have a pair of extra hands. Looks like a weapon holding hand for the right hand and a left hand in a fighting pose. So looks like nicely sculpted, but no painted details. And their hinges, the hinges do work, but these are small little pegs, so it makes me a little nervous trying to switch hands because I'm afraid something will break. Although this action figure by Hasbro came out in 2020, so a little bit before Hasbro had some quality control problems. Here's a pair of daggers, or whatever the weapons were, and it looks like nicely sculpted with some paint on it, but they are pliable plastic, very pliable. So both of them are very pliable. And then we have some blast effects. It looks like these are the same in kind of a yellow color, and they're the same, and I think we can put them on the dagger if I can find where that hole was. I think we just have to poke the dagger in here a little bit to see if we can find where to plug it in. A little hard to find. I thought I found it on this side before. Ah, there we go. Alright. So a little hole there that we can put on the dagger. It adds a little bit of weight when the action figure is holding it, but it does look pretty nice. So they're both the same. Now these blast effects do have some pliable plastic parts in the long skinny part. The middle part's a bit harder. So a lot of nice little accessories. Here's the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. Let's see how tall this action figure is. Looks like it's about 5 3/4 inches tall, or about 14 centimeters tall. So a bit shorter than most of the other 6-inch scale action figures, but this is a female character, so women tend to be shorter than men. So it's nice that they are paying attention to scale in the same action figure line. So we do have a variety of sizes to accurately represent the real world. So it looks like a nicely sculpted action figure. I don't know if the helmet is perfect or not. I did watch all of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episodes, but apparently I didn't pay very much attention to the helmets. Certainly looks pretty good to me. Nice silver paint and a little black paint for the visor. The rest of this is nicely painted. As far as I can tell, it's pretty accurate. And here's a belt. Nice detail on the belt there. And very thin arms for the female character. And it looks like this character is wearing a suit, a cloth suit, so it's not skin tight. So we do have a few wrinkles to show that it is an article of clothing on the suit itself, and gloves and the boots. So I like the attention to detail where it looks more realistic. This is part of why I like the Power Rangers Lightning collection. These action figures look the most like real people wearing suits rather than super strong characters like some of the other Power Rangers action figures have been in the past. There we have peg holes in the heels of the boots there. And not a whole lot of detail on the back, just some continuation of the paint and design. So it looks pretty good. Now, I did have a concern with the helmet there, and with the articulation here, I cannot get this head to move up or down. I cannot get this Yellow Ranger to look up or down, but the head will turn side to side and just a little bit of tilting. But because I can't get this head to move up or down, I'm very, very worried about trying to remove this helmet to put the human head on. So if I actually do try to do that, I will probably use a hairdryer to try to protect the action figure as much as possible. But I have not used a hairdryer to warm up the rest of the action figure. It is, however, a pretty warm day today, so all the joints seem to be working. As long as we are patient and gentle, we shouldn't have too much trouble. Now there are some butterfly joints here, so these work pretty nicely. And the shoulders go up. There's some ratcheting in the joints, so we want to move them carefully. There we go. And they go all the way around. And there's no bicep cut here. Now we have a single jointed elbow that goes in more than 90 degrees, so it's very nice. We do have a swivel at the elbow, so it turns at the elbow there. And we do have wrists that turn. And there's a hinge. As long as we are gentle, that should work. And the hinge works here. We have a diaphragm cut. We can crunch forward just a little bit. Back. We can go around just a tiny little bit, not very much at all. Maybe turn. Yeah, just a little bit. There's no waist cut. I don't think any of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection action figures have a waist cut, so no turn there. We can do the splits. Not too bad. And we can kick forward. That looks okay. Back just a little bit. Kick forward. Back just a little bit. We have upper thigh cuts. Those are working. We have double jointed knees. Now I want to be very careful with these. The joints feel like they're made out of a more pliable kind of plastic, so I'm a little worried about that. I don't know how long those will last. So I'll just bend these carefully so the double jointed knees are working, and we'll straighten these out. There's a little bit of ratcheting in the joints there, but it does feel like maybe a different kind of plastic, a softer, more pliable plastic in the joints. We do have boot cut, but this one is not working for me. This one does work a little bit. We have ankle joints, so this will do the tippy toes there. We can move the joints up, and we do have ankle pivot. So most of these joints are working for me pretty nicely. I'm just a little worried about how soft and pliable they feel. And the weapons will fit in the hand. I did not have to use a hairdryer on the hands. Just put them in there carefully. So that fits. And that'll fit over here too. And then this gun will fit in the holster. And then we can put the daggers in the hands. So it is a warm day, so the hands are not too stiff. I think maybe on colder days it would be more of a problem. Although it shouldn't be a problem unless it's really, really cold, but who puts their action figures out in the cold winter? So we'll get the action figure to stand. So it seems to be working pretty nicely. Here's the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. Here is the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger next to a 6-inch action figure on the left. The Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares. And a 7-inch action figure on the right. The Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. Here is the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger next to the other members of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team that I have already reviewed. The Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the White Ranger. It looks like the Yellow Ranger and Pink Ranger are using identical body molds. However, I think the legs on the Yellow Ranger action figure are better than the legs on the Pink Ranger action figure. And I think it's due to the quality of the plastic. I'm a little bit worried about the quality of the plastic in the joints, especially of these female action figures. The male action figures, the joints seem to be a bit stronger or more robust, but only time will tell. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger action figure is okay. However, it being okay might be a bit high for the quality of the action figure. You know, this boot cut here on its left leg did not turn for me at all. Also, a lot of the joints are feeling kind of soft and pliable, and that's not a good thing if it's eventually going to break. Also, the head, or the helmeted head there, is on there very tightly, and I'm very worried about trying to pull that off in order to put the human head on the action figure. So I think there are some problems, and I'm afraid eventually it's going to fall apart. But I do like how the action figure looks. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, Let me know what you think of the action figure, and remember to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.